Recently in an Oregon school, teachers were told that if minority students answered that 2 plus 2 is 5 instead of 2 plus 2 is 4, they were not allowed to correct them because that is white supremacy. Welcome to Biden's world, everybody. It's time to get started. Today we live in a culture that emphasizes and promotes victimhood, and it demonizes responsibility. So apparently teachers are not supposed to tell students that 2 plus 2 does not equal 5 because that is now white supremacy. So it is now white supremacy to be right about math. It is white supremacy to be successful. It is white supremacy to be on time to a meeting. We're demonizing good things that will make you successful and calling it white supremacy. This in and of itself is racism. And it is racism because it does not allow minority students to work hard and be successful. Instead, it puts them in a box and tells them to stay there. If you're a minority student, don't expect to make it into college. If you're a minority student, don't expect to be a millionaire. If you're a minority student, don't expect to own your own business, be an entrepreneur, or invent or create anything because you, my friend, are stuck inside a box. You're stuck inside a box that the Democrats call victimhood. Oh no, they don't call that out loud, but that's what they will do. They will turn you into a victim, make you depend on them, and everything that will make you successful is now white supremacy. We are living in a culture that doesn't understand personal responsibility. And what is worse is that our students are being brainwashed into making victims out of themselves and suppressing themselves and not allowing themselves to be successful because they've been taught that in order to be successful, you must be a white supremacist. What is this doing to our culture? You know, I come from a background where hard work was an understatement. I come from a background of a mother who got up at 6 a.m., 5 a.m. every single morning and went to bed at 2 a.m. every single day so that she could excel. I come from a Chinese mother who worked her butt off to get over to the greatest country on earth, the United States of America, so that she could be successful. She worked hard. Work hard was an understatement. Work hard is now an understated phrase. People don't know what it is to work hard. Working hard now means staying 30 minutes over the clock. Working hard now means that you spend 1 hour to do your homework. Working hard now means that you get a job at McDonald's and you work 1 day a week. That's not what working hard means. Working hard means dedicating your time, your effort, and your entire personhood into the thing that you want to accomplish or be. If you want to be a millionaire, you can be a millionaire, but you're not going to get there through crying and nagging. You're not going to get to be a millionaire by sitting down and doing nothing. You're not going to get to be an influencer without making content. You're not going to get to be an entrepreneur without learning how to own a business. You won't get to be a doctor if you don't know how to do math. You won't get to be an engineer if you don't know how to do math. You won't get to be an English teacher if you don't know how to read English. But yet apparently in a school in Oregon, it's white supremacy to teach the right answers. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, absolute truth is now white supremacy. Welcome to the world of confusion. But see, I was taught not to be a victim. In fact, anytime I would fall down the stairs or hurt myself, my mother would tell me to get up and get over it, to brush it off and to move on, because life isn't fair and things happen that are out of our control. But what we can control is our response to it. Are we going to sit there and mope? That's what she could have done. She could have stayed in her small town and wished that she was more than she was. But instead of just wishing and dreaming, she actually went for it. She actually worked hard. See, we are now taught that if we don't achieve the thing that we want, it is not our fault, but that is somebody else's fault. That we deserve the world, we deserve the stage, the lights. You be kings, be queens. You are a king, you are a queen, you deserve the crown on your head. No, if you don't have a crown on your head, you didn't deserve it. What we need to be teaching children and students is that if you want something, go and get it. But today we teach that if you want something, sit in your chair and nag. But then you never really deserved it, and you will never truly experience joy or reward or satisfaction because you never worked for it. You have no excuse. Some of the most successful people in the world came from absolute extreme poverty, but they worked hard, and the reason they are who they are today is because of their own determination. They took responsibility for their own success. And you can too. And so can I. But we have to be willing to put aside our laziness for hard work. We have to be willing to do the hard thing. We have to be willing to say, I will, and not let anybody else drag us down. You can do anything you want to do. You can be successful if you put your mind to it. But today we're taught that that is white supremacy. Welcome to chaos and confusion, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the world where if I want to be a millionaire, I'm a white supremacist. Welcome to the world where if I want to be famous, I'm a white supremacist. So instead, I should whine and nag and not lift a finger. These students are never going to get anywhere, and because they don't even know the right answer to 2 + 2, they're never going to become engineers, or they will become engineers, have zero experience and no knowledge of what they're doing because colleges lower their standards for minorities, putting minorities even more in a box, oppressing minorities, and telling them that they can't be more than they are. And that is on the victim mentality. You have no excuse. Don't play the victim mentality game. Instead say, I will, and I do. Do the hard thing.